Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be showing a few new Venus Flytrap cultivars that I have recently purchased that I've added to my collection. So I've actually had these for probably about a week and a half now, but I haven't been able to do a video on them and I never was able to do an unboxing video. So over the past week we've had a big snowstorm. It was like, I think it was snowing for like 3-4 days, and snow covered everything. All the plants basically were frozen over in the greenhouse. Bulb plants outside were covered, so I took some nice photos which I think I'm going to put over the top just to show you the snow, because especially where I live, I don't usually get much snow, so it was quite nice to see. It was okay for the first couple of days, and after that it was like you wanted it to go. But today is a really nice day, so the weather started to warm up a bit now, and I think spring is finally basically here. And it's really surprising how, like, yesterday it was like really snowy and icy. Now today, even though we've got a little bit of snow still left, it's just mainly quite warm and nice. So I'm going to cover the Flytraps that I've got, and might even show a couple from my the others that I've already got. So maybe show my favourites, because I know I showed some of them in my greenhouse tour video, which was the last video I did, but I thought it'd be interesting maybe to go into them a bit more detail and show my personal favourites. So I think I'll show the ones that I got now. So like I said, I purchased these about a week and a half ago, and I got 3 new cultivars. So the first one I'm actually going to show you is not one that I ordered. I've ordered from this seller a couple of times, and he gave me a freebie which I thought was really nice, because it's a really nice decent sized cultivar. So this one is the Venus Flytrap Giant Sand. So this one has got, as you could tell by its name, really nice large trap already on these, and they've got really nice long petioles in the spring summer season, so I can't wait to see that one grow. But as you can see, lovely decent sized fly trap here. And then I think this one I'm going to show next. I was going to save it to last, best till last, but I need to show this one because this is the cultivar I think that has been on my wish list since I first kind of looking at Venus Flytrap cultivars. First cultivar I did get was my Phalanx, and everybody knows that my Phalanx is my uttermost favourite. But this one has been on my wish list for ages, which is the DCXL. So the cultivar, which is again a really nice large cultivar, so you can see a theme of large cultivars here. And it's just a small one at the moment, so I'm just so glad I even got one. I was willing to pay anything for like just a tiny little one. But this one's a really nice size. So really nice one, and I can't wait again to just see those. They'll be really nice like in update videos as well. And then finally, which is the smallest one I got, but again another one that I have wanted because I've seen them, I know Planting Memories has got a couple, which is the Green Wizard, and I love the teeth on that. So the cultivars I really like are either ones with the really nice like lashes or teeth, or the ones that are nice large in size. So this is my really tiny Green Wizard, which you can't really see, it's not really focused, but I'll turn the camera around and show you in a second. The teeth on this one are adorable. Like, I really like the ones with like almost like the microdent and other ones that got really small teeth, because they're just really nice, especially when they grow up as well. So I will turn the camera around now and show a couple of my other favourite ones. So I'll just show you my newest ones first, just to give you a better look on them. So this is the Green Wizard, and as you can see, the teeth on those are so small it's not even hard to focus, but look at that plant, it's so nice. So I can't wait until this one grows up a bit. Obviously it's really small at the moment, but for this cultivar it's actually quite a nice decent size to receive it in, and I know that these will grow really well. So the one that I was most excited for, which is the DCXL, which again is another nice size plant. And then I've got my Giant Sand here, which you can see from this closed trap here, it's a really nice size already. So the plant isn't that big at the moment. Obviously this well is just coming out of dormancy now, so it's going to be quite small as it is. But no, these ones are really going to be interesting to see. I thought it'd also be worth, because it was in the same row, the B52. So even though I showed that also in my previous video, this is one of my ones I have only recently got in my collection, which was given to me by a friend. And as you can see, again, it's a really nice size cultivar, and this one gets really big as well. So as you can see, there is definitely a theme with the 3 giant ones here. Now I thought I'd just show a couple of my favourites to end, and the first one, which I will always show in all my videos, which is my Phalanx. So as you can see, it's just a wonderful plant. I don't know how anybody would ever not like this plant. I've never met anybody who doesn't, but it's so nice. so the lashes on that. Plus it's a really nice size as well, the colour, just everything that goes with it, the size, the colour and the lashes. So even though it's very simple and it's not as, you know, groovy I guess as other ones with like really different traits, but the long teeth on this just makes it so beautiful. Plus in the spring summer months when the lashes get really longer, they have little white tips, which I think is really nice, or the pink tips with the white, which you can see a little bit on this one here. So they go white and then they've got the pink tips, which are really nice. So another one, which is another great one in size, which has always done really well, especially last year because I got that one quite small as well, which is probably about the same size as my giant sand is now. And this is my Beastie Boy. So another great big cultivar, and as you can see it's got a few new traps coming, so everything is now finally, even though all this cold weather we've had, it's starting to come out. So my cup trap I divided up, and you can see here got quite a few of them, so they're quite small, but again once everything comes out of dormancy it's going to get a lot bigger. My red dragon, which there's nothing really to look at the moment, this does need repotting. There's still a few here that needs to be repotted, but you can see it's also a little bit damaged there, something's eaten it. But once I repot that one, I know it's going to come back and probably be a nice looker as well. It'll be interesting to see how big the rhizome will be of that. My red piranha, always love the colour on this one, even though the redder varieties I always find that are quite slow growing. It's just a really nice one to have in a collection. And then my bristle tooth, which is similar to the ones I like with the smaller teeth. And you can see here, it's got really nice fine, almost saw type teeth. A little bit like a sawtooth really, but it's a really nice one as well, which I'm going to repot this as well because it's gone quite buried and a bit more dormant than the other ones. So I've recently repotted my Darwin as well, which you can see here, lovely size on it, and this one grew really well last year as well. I've recently, as you can see, repotted, which I just said like 2 seconds ago, but it's going to be hopefully a really nice stunning one to look at this year. My dentate, which has got such nice teeth as well, so you can see the theme really, it's either large ones or the ones with the really fine, really interesting teeth. So the dentate is a really nice one as well, even with the line that you can see in there in its mouth. So the colour is also really well. A little bit like my mega traps, which has never actually given me the size. I know it's quite small, so it isn't as big. I'm going to repot this one as well, but it's always given me the colour. So it's got really nice red traps and the line around the outside, which is a really nice one. And then my fuse tooth, which again was really tiny when I first got it, like really tiny, and now it's a really nice decent size. In the winter it produces these more or less fuse tooth here, but in the full active growing season it produces this like almost extreme fused, where all the teeth are fused. But at the moment the teeth that's produced later in the year look like this. Then my yellow fuse tooth, even though these don't necessarily fuse their teeth, they have got a stunning limey yellow colour. So it definitely lives up to the yellow part of its name, which you can see is so much lighter than any of the other ones compared to like the flanks or the B52 next to it. So it's got a really nice pale colour, which I think has always been a really nice one to look at. And then finally is my green sawtooth, which is another one of my favourite, plus it's so sweet when they're this small. Again, it's another one that's been really small for me, not that old either, and it's got the same really nice fine teeth. Okay, so that's a look over of the 3 new cultivars that I got, plus the Flytrap cultivars that I've already got in my collection. And even though my collection of cultivars isn't the biggest, I don't necessarily focus or look for the Venus Flytrap cultivars. However, if they do come up or I have the opportunity to, you know, buy some, then I will still collect them. There are still a few on my wish list. Like I said, my theme is either really big or the ones with really nice fine teeth, which are just lovely to look at. So I'll keep collecting those, but I really like the collection so far. It's just a nice, really different as well. Like, even though obviously a typical Flytrap can still produce stuff, like I said, I love my bunny bog planter Flytraps, which have produced the most stunning colour that I've ever seen in a Flytrap. But the cultivars as well are always nice to look at, plus collecting more was always great to go. So definitely one, if obviously you do collect carnivorous plants and would like a Flytrap, cultivars are a great one to have in a collection for looks as well as obviously the growth. Just see different varieties really of what the Venus Flytrap can do. So thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope you have a nice day.